Advantages and disadvantages of artificial intelligence. Advantages. AI would have a low error rate compared to humans if coded properly. They would have incredible precision, accuracy, and speed. Diton, they won't be affected by hostile environments, thus able to complete dangerous tasks, explore in space, and endure problems that would injure or kill us. This can even mean mining and digging fuels that would otherwise be hostile for humans. A. Replace humans in repetitive, tedious tasks and in many laborious places of work. Predict what a user will type, ask, search, and do. They can easily act as assistants and recommend or direct various actions. An example of this can be found in the smartphone. Mine can detect fraud in card-based systems and possibly other systems in the future. Organized and manages records. Interact with humans for entertainment or a task as avatars or robots. An example of this is AI for playing many video games. Boeing, they can think logically without emotions, making rational decisions with less or no mistakes. May can assess people. This can be for medical purposes, such as health risks and emotional state. Can simulate medical procedures and give info on side effects. Tostin does robotic radiosurgery and other types of surgery in the future can achieve precision that humans can't. They don't need to sleep, rest, take breaks, or get entertained as they don't get bored or tired. Disadvantages. Can cost a lot of money and time to build, rebuild, and repair. Robotic repair can occur to reduce time and humans needing to fix it, but that'll cost more money and resources. So, it's questionable. Is it ethically and morally correct to have androids, human-like robots, or recreate intelligence, a gift of nature that shouldn't be recreated? This is a discussion about AI that's popular in the days. And storage is expansive, but access and retrieval may not lead to connections in memory as well as humans could. They can learn and get better with tasks if coded to, but it's questionable as to if this can ever become as good as humans can do such. They cannot work outside of what they were programmed for. They could never, or at least seemingly never with our technological perceptions, receive creativity that humans have. This can prevent sympathizing with emotions for human contact, such as in being nurses. This can also reduce wisdom can understand. This can prevent common sense occurring. Even if coded with common sense and to learn, it seems hard for them to get as much common sense that humans could. As seen partially with smartphones and other technology already, humans can become too dependent on AI and lose their mental capacities, as machines can easily lead to destruction if put in the wrong hands. That is, at least a fear of many humans. AI as robots can supersede humans, enslaving us.
Listening. Exercise 1. Listen carefully and choose the correct answer. What happens if, or when, robots are more intelligent than us? If we are going to start to see robots running around with personalities equivalent to human beings in 15 or 20 years, it is about time that we start thinking about that now. These machines are being developed. What will be the ultimate effect of this? Should they be allowed to make decisions regarding the application of labor force? What form and how immediate should human-robot relationships become? Is it a good or bad thing if robots become our natural successors and we fade into extinction? Today's computers operate using transistors, wires, and electricity. Future computers might use atoms, fibers, and light. A new NASA-developed computing device allows machines to work much like the brain. This technology may allow fast-thinking machines to make decisions based on what they see. A planetary rover might use this technology to avoid obstacles. A spacecraft might use the technology to avoid hazards and identify a pre-selected landing site with very high precision. The device works much like the brain, whose power comes from the complex networks of interconnections called synapses between brain cells. Networks of these brain cells, called neurons, allow humans to make instant decisions based on an observed image or scene. What might the world be like if computers with the size of molecules become a reality? There will be the types of computers that may be everywhere but never be seen. Biocomputers with very small size will target specific areas inside your body. Imagine the ways that billions of tiny, powerful computers will change our society. Exercise 2. Fill in each numbered blank with one suitable word or phrase. Market trends suggest that the demand for energy resources will rise dramatically over the next 25 years. Global demand for all energy sources is forecast to grow by 57% over the next 25 years. U.S. demand for all types of energy is expected to increase by 31% within 25 years. By 2030, 56% of the world's energy use will be in Asia. Electricity demand in the U.S. will grow by at least 40% by 2032. New power generation equal to nearly 300 power plants will be needed to meet electricity demand by 2030. Currently, 50% of U.S. electrical generation relies on coal, a fossil fuel, while 85% of U.S. greenhouse gas emissions result from energy-consuming activities supported by fossil fuels. If energy prices also go up dramatically due to the increased demand and constrained supply, business impacts may include reduced profits due to high operating costs, decline of sales of energy-using products, and loss of competitiveness in energy-intensive businesses.
Prepare for IELTS Grade 12, Reading Unit 7 Artificial Intelligence. Passage 1. In the future, maybe all cars that run on petrol will be replaced by solar cars, which have been around for a while, but with recent developments in solar car design and the measurement of photovoltaic cells becoming smaller, the dream of a truly efficient solar car is more reality than fantasy. A solar car is a vehicle powered by photovoltaic cells, also called solar cells, which convert sunlight, light energy, into electrical energy. As a source of energy on Earth, there is nothing like the sun. In a mere 1,000th of 1 second, 0.001, the sun emits enough energy to fulfill our planet's energy needs for the next 5,000 years. It is a staggering fact and an exciting one. Since the energy from the sun is responsible for renewable resources such as wind, tides, and heat, solar energy seems to offer the brightest future for not only cars but for the entire energy crisis. Despite the appearance that solar energy may be the least feasible among the current crop of alternative fuel propositions, new solar-powered devices and more specifically solar-powered cars are beginning to be developed. How do solar cars work? The photovoltaic cells absorb photons from sunlight. This action generates heat, which the cells then convert into electrical energy and store in an onboard battery. This process of conversion is called the photovoltaic effect. Not surprisingly, such a vehicle has zero emissions and is very environmentally friendly. Unfortunately, at the moment, photovoltaic cells are extremely inefficient, yet as time progresses, the efficiency of these cells will grow. This will make solar energy and solar cars the fuel and car of the future, a closer reality. Passage 2. Robots are already a part of our lives. Industrial robots are widely used in manufacturing. Military and police organizations use robots to assist in dangerous situations. Robots can also be found from vacuuming the floors in your home to exploring the surface of Mars. Within a few more years, a whole host of robotic adaptations will be running many aspects of our lives. I think in the next 30 years, we are going to see a transformation between the industrial sorts of robots to personal robots, says Brooks from Brooks's company, iRobot, which markets floor cleaning robots for homes. The advances in robotics make it clear that many household chores will be easily handled by a robot in the near future, says Bob Christopher, who works for a robotic technology company that is marketing a toy robot called Pleo. We have only one child, but I could easily imagine 5 or 6 robots in the home as well. Within the next 10 years, one will be able to afford to lease or purchase a domestic robot that not only does the household cleaning and prepares and serves meals but also can carry him to the bathtub if he cannot walk. Demographic changes, such as a rapidly aging population and a shrinking workforce, will drive forward the application of new technological advances. There is going to be a real pull for increasing the productivity of working-age people. So there is going to be a real push for robotics to help people. At this rate, it is likely that in the near future, we will see robots taking on some of the care functions for the elderly or long-term ill people.